Every single time you learn something new about the world that you live in, your identity changes. Every single time you learn something new about this world, the world that we exist in, every single time, trust me, this is the only thing that has the ability to change a person's identity. This is the only thing that has the ability, or that can give you the ability to live several lives just in this life, to create several versions of yourself just in this life. All you have to do is understand the world that you live in. All you have to do is understand the system that is being operated in the world that you live in. Once you understand this, you can create several versions. You can live your life in different ways just in one life, just in this life. You can be several versions. You can change. Every single every single person that exists have this ability. Everybody have the ability to change. Change is constant. Change is the only thing that is constant, because the more you become aware, the more you change, right? Now, how do you change towards the person that you want to be? How do you change towards the kind of person that you want to be? I don't know the kind of person that you have always desired to be. As for me, the kind of person that I have always desired to be, that particular change can only happen once you get to a point where you understand that the world that you live in operates in a system, and you need to understand that system. You need to understand that system. Now, I am not even working towards changing myself and now being steady in that new self. No, I want to learn more, because the more you learn, the more you grow, the more you evolve, the more you expand, right? I want to learn more, and I want my identity to be changing every single time. It has the ability to change my identity, right? When I learn more, when I understand more about the world I live in, it has the ability. But then I want to allow myself to always let go of the old self, always be ready to let go, because now I am learning more, now I am most exposed to more information, and I just want to always create different separate versions of myself. I want to see the woman that I can become, the woman that right now I feel like she's less informed, and the more informed she becomes, the more she's able to take more chances, the more she's able to influence more, the more she's able to create. My battery is low, but anyways, you get my point. So for the people that are obsessed with changing their identity, you're obsessed with being perceived as somebody else, like you have always wished, oh, I wish people saw me this way, I wish I can live my life and do this. All you have to do is understand the world that you live in. It is that simple. Understanding this world will give you that power. See, you can just switch, and you can switch to several identity in one life, even in a month. Just learn, understand this world that you live in, understand why the constructions are there, because everything that we live by, everything that we say we live by or we're living by, is just a construction. From the educational system, that's a construct. From even the beliefs that we have is a construct. They are all ideas, concepts created by people, and they sold it to you. So they are all constructions. Understand why they created those constructions, and ask yourself, if this particular idea, or is this particular construction, is it serving me? If it's not serving me, then it is what? It is controlling me. Just understand every construction, every freaking construction. Moral code and conduct is a construction. It is a concept that was created for a certain reason. Why? Maybe to control people, or to create rules and regulations that stop people from hurting each other. There's a reason why things were created. There are reasons, not this. There are reasons why so many things were created. They were created for a reason. There is nothing that wasn't created for a reason. There is not even you. So there's nothing that was not created. So there's a reason why every construction exists. There's a reason why every concept and every idea exists. Ask yourself why. And if you ask yourself why, and then you find out that it is not serving you, then it is controlling you. All you have to do is create a version of it that serves you, and you move. So you're obsessed with creating your desired reality, manifesting a new life. You're obsessed with transforming yourself, to whatever it is that you want. All you have to do is understand the world that you live in. All you have to do is become aware. For every little awareness, your identity shifts. From every little awareness, your identity will definitely shift. for every little awareness, your identity will definitely shift. And I don't know if I've said this, knowledge is power. This is why I believe that knowledge is power. This is why I stand by knowledge is power. The more knowledgeable you become, the more informed you become, the more powerful you become. The more aware you become, the more knowledgeable you are, the more informed you become, the more powerful you become, the more powerful you become in this particular reality. For real, I believe that. I stand by that, like 100%, 100%. I stand by knowledge is power, because knowledge is actually power. The people that are leaders right now, why they are leaders is because they know something that we don't. The people that are leading, right? The people that are leading other people, they are able to lead because there is something they know that we don't, and that's why they are the ones that are capable. They are the ones that are, able to be at the front. I was going to say at the front row, and every other person is following. Even for the people that are stars, people that call themselves stars, people that are able to create change, people that are able to influence. Now they're able to influence, they're able to create change, they're able to make those noise, they're able to, get people's attention, because they have gotten to the point where they understand the world that they live in. And what else? Once you understand, that's your gateway to shine. That's your gateway to be whatever it is that you want to be. That's your gateway to, in fact, let me not even forget the religious leaders, because a lot of religious leaders, they are religious leaders because they have gotten to the point, or they have been well informed to the point where they are able to, I don't want to say mislead, but they are able to have an audience, and they're able to lead their audience, because that's all it is. You guys are just an audience, and they're able to lead you. That's what it is. Everything is just people putting on a show, and you guys are just paying attention to them, giving them your attention. From politics to the entertainment industry to everybody's just putting on a show. Everybody's just putting on a freaking show. That's the construction. Everybody is just putting on a fucking show, and you're just their audience. So yeah, so you want to manifest, you want to create a reality where you are loved, or you are wealthy. You want to create a reality where you are famous. You want to create a reality where you are part of history, like you created something that becomes part of history. You want to create a reality where whatever it is that you want to accomplish, all you have to do is start understanding the world that you live in. The more you understand, the more you become aware of, the more your identity will change. The more your identity will move towards who you want to be, exactly who you want to be. The more closer you get to the result that you're looking for. You cannot transform blindly. Okay, you cannot be blind. It's not able to. Ignorance isn't bliss. Ignorance is actually no bliss. Most people say ignorance is bliss, but no, it's not. The real people making change, the real people creating change, the real people at the front row that are leading, that are powerful, that are feared, respected, valued. These people know something that you don't, and that is what they understand the world more. They understand the world better than you. They understand the world better than you. They understand the system that operates in this world better than you. That is why they are able to lead. That is why they are able to be at the front row or the front. That's why they are able to. It's because they understand the world better. So yeah, the more informed you are, the more powerful you become. The more your identity